And we're back with the G-Line podcast. No way to sugarcoat it. We lost all three again yesterday. That's just going to happen sometimes. Unfortunately, I like the days even when we lose, but we at least hit one pick, so that way we didn't lose all of our money that we bet for the day. We at least won a little bit back. Kind of broke even in a sense. Not even break even, but just not lose as much, But it is what it is. That's why we don't bet the house ever. That's why we use proper bankroll strategy and stuff like that. You want to make sure that if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say bankroll management, proper bankroll strategy, you need to go on my channel and watch the video about that, because you shouldn't be betting more than 20% of what you have in your app at a time on any given day. But that being said, we're going to get into the picks today. I got hockey because there wasn't anything in any of the other sports that I was in love with. We got Nathan MacKinnon over 3.5 shots on goal. The AI has made 82 picks on this in the last year for 64.6% accuracy. It's a trifecta. Move over here. Oh, the odds just went up. So the odds are minus 175. Heavily favored by the books. Implied chance is 63.64%. Projection is 4.59. The line's 3.5, so it's a full differential point away from the line. For a 31% difference, he's hit this in 100% of his last 10, 100% of his last 5, 80% of his last 10, 75% throughout the season, 100% of the time head to head. So if we look at the season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's only missed this 7 times throughout the season, so seems like a pretty high value. Odds went back down. I don't know what's going on. This is all kind of jumping around a little bit, but bet score of 78. That's a C+. And Nathan MacKinnon over 3.5 shots on goal. That's the first pick for today. Couldn't find anything in anything else, so we got hockey again today. Evgeny Malkin over 1.5 shots on goal, bet score of 87. The AI has made 52 picks on this in the last year for a 51.9% accuracy. It's a trifecta, heavily favored by the books. Projection 2.73. The line is over 1.5 shots on goal. A full differential point away from the line. Implied chance of 65.28% for an 82% difference. He's hit this in 80% of his last 5, 90% of his last 10, 70% throughout the season, 100% of the time head to head. And the head to head was last year. He played them once and hit 3. So hopefully that works out for us. Then we got Nick Suzuki. Crazy good bet score, 90. Over 1.5 shots on goal, 57.1% accuracy on 84 picks in the last year. It's a trifecta. Projections 3.57. 2 full differential points away from what the line is at over 1.5 shots on goal. Heavily favored by the books like the last pick at 188. Minus 188. Implied chance of 65.28%. Difference of plus 138. So he's hit this in 80% of his last 5, 80% of his last 10, 70% of the season, 100% of the time head to head. And that head to head was last year. But we are hoping we hit these picks today, get back in the win column. And I wanted to tell you guys about my night last night. So I watch UFC every single weekend for like 10 years straight now. And I have UFC on my TV over there. I got 3 screens. I'm looking at one right here, right in front of me. And then I have to the side 2 more right here. And then I have a TV over here. It's kind of like the command center in here. So I'm watching UFC on my TV. I got my buddy Adam in my Discord. We're talking about it as we're watching it. And I have my phone out. And every single day I take a $1 parlay for everything the AI says is a good pick on the spread. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and everything in my parlay hit, all 10 legs, and the only thing I needed left to hit was the 3 hockey games that were late at night. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching it, And my cash out option went from like $5 to $17 to $32 to $38. At one point it hit 50. And then I'm talking to my buddy Adam and I'm like, dang, they really want me to cash this thing out. They don't want me to win this tonight. At one point it hit $93. And at that point I should have said to myself, would you rather have $92 or $0? Because guess what I ended up with at the end of the night? Not $0. Obviously, I only bet $1, but I lost my dollar. The only team that screwed me last night was Chicago Blackhawks. Lost 6-0. Crazy. I had them plus 1.5. They could have lost by 1 goal. A couple of the teams did lose by 1 goal, and that's why I ended up still hitting. It was because I had the plus points, but yeah. Note to self, next time you can make $92 off $1, take your $92 and run. But I'm going to leave it at that. All you guys better have a nice day. Good luck today, and have a nice day. Or else.